What kind of a test is this going to be when you're playing a team that's in the seventh tier of English football? They're going to be well up for it. They're going to want to cause another big upset. How do you combat that as a team?
Yeah, it'll be a difficult game. Obviously, you've seen that they beat Northampton. Obviously, that's a good result. And Northampton are a good side, obviously, league above us. And obviously, you can see that they're obviously a quality team. And we've watched clips of them, and prepared for it the same as any other game, really. And obviously, they're a good side, and they've got some really good quality players. So obviously, it's a little bit different playing a team in a different league. But obviously, they're a good side, and one we're looking forward to be fair.
But it's so easy, isn't it, for a football league team to end up getting caught in a game like this, isn't it? I mean, Northampton, the example, Huddersfield in the first round as well. Nobody expects them to get knocked out, and they do. Is it just about having the right mindset, about making sure that you don't have to necessarily blow these teams away, but you've just got to find a way to get the job done?
I think it's more than that as well, to be fair. I think a lot of these teams that have caused the upsets are good sides, and obviously Kettering being one of them. I think you've got to respect them. They're a good side, and they'll cause different problems. And obviously it is down to us to be on with game and making sure that we're focused for the game properly. But we've got good lads, and obviously the staff are on when we will be, and we're under no illusions. We know how hard of a game it's going to be, and yeah, like I said before, we're just looking forward to it and looking forward to a different challenge, really.
And the manager said that as well. He said, "Look, I've got no worries about the team. Got a good set of lads. They're not going to overlook this opponent and take them for granted." But can you tell us a bit about what this dressing room is like and what makes it such a good bunch?
It's hard to put a finger on, really. It's just good lads. A lot of the lads have sort of had to work their way up, and have had tough times in their career and setbacks and stuff. And everyone sort of really gets on with each other and sort of can relate to each other's problems. And everyone's kind of been there and done the same things. So we're just sort of cut from the same cloth, really, a lot of it. And the lads that aren't all buy into everything that we're doing. Even like the loanees that we're bringing in and stuff, obviously come from Premier League teams that they're really buying everything we do, and obviously that's testament to the players and the staff. It's a great place to be and a great place to turn up and work every day.
Is it a good mix of sort of youth and experience as well?
It is, yeah.
And what do the older lads sort of say to you to keep you ticking along?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Obviously we'll have a bit of banter with Woody and Sharpie and that, the older ones, as we say. But they just give advice, and obviously they're there when times aren't going so well, and you need a bit of a kick up the backside. They're more than happy to give you it. And same goes for the younger players. Obviously I'm 25, but I feel like I'm one of the more kind of senior heads in the group. And I think that's just kind of how it is. I feel like people have just sort of took a bit of responsibility in managing the dressing room, and obviously that comes from the staff as well, sort of helping we do that amongst ourselves. So like I said before, it's a great place to sort of play football and work every day, really.
Do you feel like you're coming towards maybe the peak years of your career now, that you're sort of mid-20s?
I suppose kind of statistically, yes. But I missed a few years of football in my 20s, and I'd like to think that I'll get them back towards the end of my career. So for me, I'm just sort of seeing it as, I'm just coming to, like you say, coming to a bit of a peak, but I just want to try and play as well as I can for as long as I can, and not get too bogged down about ages and stuff. I feel like I'm at a good age now, and I feel like it's something that's obviously going to come around my peak, but hopefully it's now.
And while Kettering will be thinking, at Northampton, at Doncaster now, these are great games to test themselves against Football League opponents. How determined are you as a group and you personally to get through to say round 3 yourselves and get the kind of cup tie that would have you sort of feeling that way, like, I'd love to go and play there, for example?
Yeah, it's massive for us. Obviously everyone, as a kid, you dream of getting to the third round of the FA Cup, and I've never been in it myself. So obviously that'll be hopefully a big thing for me. I would love to get there, and I know there's a lot of lads in the same boat. There's nothing better than sort of watching the draw on the telly and hoping you get a Man U away or a Liverpool away. And obviously we've had it with Everton in the Carabao, but hopefully we can obviously get the job done first. But obviously that's what ultimately what we want to be. We want to be in the hat, and we want to be playing the best teams and testing ourselves against the best teams.
So finally, I know you've got to win 2 games for this, but what's like a dream tie for you?
I'd probably have to say Newcastle away, or I've always wanted to play at Old Trafford, so Man U away. But obviously, like you say, we need to win the game first.